Hello, welcome back. This time we're going to be doing a Magic the Gathering video. We're playing the format Penny Dreadful, which if you haven't played before, it essentially all cards that are legal in this rotation had to have been at least 2 cents or less in the last rotation. So makes the decks really cheap. You can play a bunch of cool stuff, and then things that you wouldn't expect to be legal end up being legal because they don't see any other play on Magic Online. So this is our deck today. We're playing a Taking Turns deck. Essentially, we have a ton of lands. We have a bunch of spells like Orm's Charm that makes it so our opponent can't cast spells. Giga Drowse to tap down their lands. Exhaustion to keep them tapped. And we just try and chain a bunch of turns together until we either mill them out with our extra draw spells or kill them with some cats or some J-Salt. And it's actually kind of funny because in Penny Dreadful, there's not very many good taking extra turn cards. So we only actually have 2 taking turn cards, but making your opponent not cast spells is almost as good as taking an extra turn. Then we look at our sideboard. We just have a bunch of random hate, storm hate, creature hate, Teo for hand hate, I guess. I'm not really sure why I have that. Nevermore for just catch all. Miscast for instant sorceries, Moat for creatures, Stoven for artifacts and instants. These 3 for graveyard hate, though they should be Tormod's Crypts, but I don't have any Tormod's Crypts, so the stand-in is spell bombs in a non-black deck, which aren't ideal. I've had some good results with this deck, and hopefully we can have some fun matches today. I'll catch you in the first one. Okay, it looks like we're going to be into a match here. Sounds good enough. We have one of the extra draw spells. Having 2 planes is probably not ideal. We are on the play, so probably going to start out with a tap land. Okay, so he mulliganed to 5, but he has a beginning of the first upkeep trigger on Chancellor of the Dross. Each opponent loses 3 and you gain life equal to, so he helixes me. Interesting. Play a tap land, and we'll just pass it to him. We have upkeep stops because that's kind of important with this deck. He's going to see our hand. So him mulliganing to 5 is actually not that important in this match, considering that we're going to draw him a bunch of extra cards. But we got to do it because it's our game plan. When you have this many lands, you need to draw a lot of extra spells. Ooh, no land. Okay. So we get an island here. We're probably just going to play the Compass, though, so we'll probably play a tap land and Compass. And then we'll pass it off to him. Since he missed a land drop, it gives us a lot of time to develop. Okay. Discard a card, create a 1/1. So it's probably some kind of reanimator. That would be why he had the weird draws. Yeah. Okay. So sadly, we're gonna have to bring in our crappy graveyard spells. Let's just play it slow here. Actually, if he has something, he probably has something because he doesn't have a land. What are the odds that we get blown out here? I don't really want to use my Orm's Charm yet. It's kind of early. Let's play it a little riskier and pass it off to him. We'll use the Compass at end step. Yep, he's discarding. Oh, discarding a ghoul. Okay. Creates a 1/1. You may exile 2 black cards from your hand rather than pays cost. Deals 4 damage. Okay. Okay, he's just doing a lot of direct damage. It's kind of scary. I'm gonna sacrifice this for an island. And then do that to get another island. Oh, because you wanted to get back the ghoul. Okay. So, got a few things on board here. We keep drawing lands. Only lands. This is not great. Play the 3rd island so that Mystic Sanctuary is live. So maybe we can just walk the Eons, get a lot of cards next turn. We have 5 mana right now, so we can activate both of these, gain some life. Hopefully not die. Hopefully not discard our hand to that to Sire Stagnation. Looks like some kind of dredge deck. I'm surprised he hasn't discarded the Reanimator card. Sure, swing for 4, so I go down to 10. Activate both of these. Get an island. Gain 5. Okay, there's so few lands in our deck now. Please don't draw more. Okay, I can work with that. Let's start with a board wipe. There's only 5 damage on board. Let's start with a Walk the Eons into another Walk the Eons. Oh wait, I gotta play a land first. Oh, I can't do it twice. Okay. Well, that ruins the plan. Might have to just Day of Judgment then. We have 4 of them, so we should be able to draw some more. Should give us at least a turn. Until then, just play a Plains. We can stop him from playing spells. It's probably good. Now that we have enough card draw. Create a zombie or a vampire. Yep. Discard island. Upkeep. We're gonna charm him. He's doing something in Brain Freeze with Storm 2 on himself. Okay. I was not expecting that. He has a Dread Return. It seems like a really weird graveyard deck. I haven't seen this yet. Yep, the ghoul comes back. Okay. We can boomerang lands now because he's got only 2 still. But let's just start with the Walk the Eons. Okay. Play Mystic Sanctuary, put the walk back on top. Essentially just draws us an extra card. Oh, and it flips the compass too. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands. So we're not really in threat of dying. I might just boomerang the Call the Bloodline, make him replay that since he's not on very much mana. We can maze one of the creatures when it swings. We could walk the Yens again and then play the Floodplains. So we can do it again next turn. So on upkeep, we're gonna get the Mystic Sanctuary to put the walk back on top. Draw. Okay. Now we've run out of stuff. We don't want to just walk again to draw 1 with nothing to get it back. So probably just gonna play the life gain land and double dictate on his end step. He's got to replay the discard guy if he wants to use it again. Yep, and he does. You can Dread Return soon if he gets another creature. Yeah, oops, I forgot to maze. Whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I guess it kind of is with him having a bunch of direct damage. But we might not give him another chance to cast spells this game. He's discarding. Oh, he discarded the Chancellor. Okay, so Let's start with Jace. Plussing, since he's discarding anyway. Play an island. We could bounce the Ghoul, or we could bounce the Call again. I kind of like bouncing the Call since we can just maze the Ghoul if we do it correctly this time. Or we can just Arms Charm. Yeah, let's do that. Play the Elixir, because why not? We could just destroy these creatures, but then get to cast spells. Yeah, let's just double kicker or Arm Charm him. This doesn't strike me as the instant speed deck here, so unless he brain freezes himself again. Okay, he does. Creeping chilling me again. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm at 5. I don't think he's got any more ghouls in there, so that's probably good. Let's just crack this now so we gain some life. Okay. He's going to draw a bunch of cards and presumably have to discard, which might actually be good for his deck, considering that he keeps brain freezing himself. Each player draw. Just another island. We could take an extra turn here. Might as well. We don't even need the buyback at this point. Return his creature to his hand. We already played a land, so we're just going to go to the extra turn. I probably should have buyback. I could have just won with Jace. That was dumb. We're going to win anyway, though. Up to 9. Play Kefnet since we have a ton of cards. And ship it off to him, I guess. If I get a bunch of direct damage, that would kind of suck. Just going to discard Field of Ruin, an island. Okay, and I'm going to charm him again. Dark Blast. On what? The Kefnet? Sure, I can't attack or block it anyway. Oh, I could if I drew a card. Oh, he got a Creeping Shell. Well, that's all 4 of them, I think. Yep. Oh no, it's only 3, so he could get another one. I think, unless he milled it earlier. I should be good though, since he can't cast spells. Gets 2 ghouls back. He could Dread Return on my turn, I think. Is it an instant? It is not. I didn't draw a card, whatever. I'm going to draw a million anyway. On upkeep, we're going to put the Walk the Eons back on top. Because this should just be a win then. Draw. Now we can alt the Jace. Gotta be careful of direct damage spells, though. I kind of want to find the elixir to gain a little bit of life. Just gonna blow up the creatures, because why not? I guess we can attack in case... Okay, he just gives up. Sideboard time. He looks to be a black graveyard deck, so I'm gonna bring in these. Is there anything else we want? I do know all of his creatures are black, so it's probably good to bring in the moat, even though he has a lot of direct damage. So we're gonna take out probably a Day of Judgment, since destroying the creatures isn't all that great. Maybe two. Take out Giga Drowse and a Kefnet, because he seems kind of aggressive. He probably has hand hate. Sure. That seems fair. He's going to be on the play this game. This hand is not good. It's so close. It just needs one more land, but we can't keep it. This hand is good enough. It's a little land heavy. Get rid of the plains. We do have the Spell Bomb, which is kind of funny. I hope he finds it humorous that we're playing Spell Bomb in a white-blue deck. Ornithopter, probably just to get the Dread returns. Tormod's Crypt, yep, that plays. We're not doing anything on turn 2, so we can just play the tap land on turn 2. We're not drawing him a bunch of extra cards yet, so he's got to be careful, just dumping his whole hand. Interesting. Crack for land, do nothing with it. Sure, he wants to dredge. Oh, what? He dredged when he didn't have a land in hand? That seems suspect. You think we're just going to draw for him? We probably are, but he's probably going to get the ghoul back. I don't know why I'm just killing it, but we do get an extra turn before he can really attack into it, so yeah, why not? Maybe we just make ourselves draw a card here. Yeah, he can't kill it anyway unless he wants to use a spell on it. Another graveyard hate card is pretty good, though it's not the best. Dark Blast again. Is he really going to dredge it again with no lands in hand? Why? Okay. This guy's plays baffle me. Nice, a land. Okay. I mean, I guess we just do it again. I don't think he can deal 1 damage if he can't deal 2. Probably should have done that before playing the land. Yeah, we'll just play that. Play the Claw. We have the Giga Drowse. If he gets a creature out, we can tap it down. If it's hasty or something. We're going to get him. He's putting 3 cards in his graveyard a turn, and we're getting rid of 1. We'll get him. Get him good. Oof, no land. Okay, well, we have to plus this now. Nice. I'm still not threatened by anything he's doing. So I guess I just keep going until he does something. Maybe he's getting held back by the spell bomb, hopefully. Call the Bloodline. Yep. I might just bounce that in a turn. Get a land out of my deck too. Island. He still hasn't drawn lands. I might. Do I want to plus just because it makes him? Nah. He wants to discard. Okay, there we go. An actual draw. Yeah, this is fine. I think we just exhaustion him here. He can draw a land, but he can only draw 1. And soon he's going to be drawing 3 a turn. And he gives it up. Okay, go to round 1. We'll see you in round 2. Okay, we're back. Round 2 versus Nor 90. We won the roll, and we have an unkeepable opening hand. Ooh, that one is not much better, but I think we have to keep this. We're just going to hope he's playing a really slow deck, and hopefully no hand hate, because we only have 2 cards. Another land. Looks like we're going to get to resolve the dictate, which is good, since our hand was so bad and needs help. Playing into green, though, he probably has some kind of way to destroy it. We'll see. Lots of tap lands. Llanowar Visionary. Sure. I'm going to drop this down. Hopefully now we can get our engine going. I'm thinking of exhaustion here, just to slow him down. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Then he only has 2 mana next turn. Might as well play the tap land and pass it to him. Nice, he had no land. So he's going to have to discard a card. Kefnet seems good. We can play an island here and hold up Boomerang with the floodplain. Really? Nothing. Okay. Then I kind of want to Boomerang one of the lands here and make him discard more. Or maybe the Visionary, actually. It's probably better. You don't care about him drawing a card, so let's do that. Okay. Now he's got to discard 3. And he concedes game 1. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what he's playing, but it looks like some green decks. So I'll bring in the moat. I really have no other information. Maybe Porphyry nodes would be good. And take out Kefnet, I guess. Giga Drowse, because he's got a lot of dorks. I guess that's fine. Into game 2. Once again, we have a 1-land unkeepable hand that if it had 1 more land would be pretty good. This one's much better though. We do need to find an extra draw spell though, otherwise this hand's going to burn out. So it looks like he's just an elf deck, I guess. That was a really slow start last game with 3 tap lands. Hymned, okay. That's pretty good against us. Another elf. Yeah, we'll just play it slow. Losing the Day of Judgment feels pretty bad now that we know that it's elves. What on earth? When it enters the battlefield with 3 counters, whenever another creature you control dies, if it had a +1/+1 counter on it, put a +1 counter on Grakmaw. When Grakmaw dies, make an XX, where X is the number of counters on him. Okay. So he's a 3/3 that makes a 3/3 when he dies. And if I kill his creatures, it gets bigger? Okay. Teferi's Moat's still good if we can make it to 5 mana. I don't know what to do here. I could Exhaustion, but that feels way too early, and I don't have another land, so I'm just going to pass. Hopefully he doesn't do anything threatening. Oh boy. As long as it's paired with another creature, each of those creatures get +4/+4. I can boomerang it, so that's good, but that's pretty crazy. This is some weird elf deck. So I'm going to take 3. And this exhaustion's pretty good here, but I do need to draw another land soon. Well, exhaustion just basically draws me a card. But I need it at this point. Bet him was pretty good. Okay. Okay, it's a land. Comes in tapped, though. I can tap down his creatures before combat if he comes at me again. I need one more land, though. Yep, it's this guy again. Soulbound. Okay, we're going to combat, so I'm going to tap this down. Do it 3 times. Might as well. Okay. So if we draw an exhaustion here, that's okay too. A land is good. Now we can moat. Naming green. Whoops, I didn't tap white. He's reading it. Okay, green. He better hope he has some good black creatures. He might have brought in enchantment removal if he knows my deck, but I don't know if he knows my deck. Jace is a great draw. Probably just minus here. I don't want to give him a chance to find an answer to my moat. Okay, we have the floodplain, so we can get the Mystic Sanctuary after a walk. And that's game. He gives up what was coming. Just a couple stuff. Okay. I think that's good enough for now. If you guys want to see more of this, just let me know. And until next time, see you later. Thanks for watching.